One of the great things about owning a naked bike is that flying through the air feeling you get when you're on the road. But on a longer ride, the wind in your face and the bugs in your teeth can be a little tiring, so I'm sure more than a few Svartpilen owners have thought about getting a windscreen or at least a Flyscreen for their naked baby. This video will take you through the whole process of buying and fitting your budget windscreen, and then we'll check out how it looks and if it actually does anything to make your ride easier. First, let's have a look at the official Husqvarna screen, which you can find on the website, and it will lead you to a price tag of around $150 US. Now, I don't know too many guys who will pay that much money to not get blown, but luckily, not so hidden on AliExpress is a near identical wind blocker at around a third of the cost. And also, depending on the country you're in, you might find a seller on Amazon which you can use with the peace of mind that you're backed up by Amazon's generous return policy if there are problems like missing or damaged parts. I've been having a few bad experiences on AliExpress lately, so I think I'll stick with the safe Amazon option. Okay, let's have a look what's in the box. First thing we get are these bordering on useless instructions, which are looks like a 10th generation photocopy in French, and with some photos that are so blurry you've got no chance of figuring that out. Right, anyway, so there you go, that's useless, but this looks like it's a copy of the actual instructions, which are available on the internet, luckily, in English and Spanish and a couple of other languages. So I'll put a link to that in the description, hopefully. So this really does look like a very accurate copy of the Husqvarna one. In fact, it's so accurate, I think it might actually be the Husqvarna one without the magic H on it, which magically makes the price go 5 times its actual value. So this is the screen, and yeah, looks pretty good. Nice, no scratches or anything, very clean. Looks like it's quite well made. And here is our hardware, all bundled into one bag. Right, well, I'll check if our hardware matches up with the actual original screen. So anyway, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rubber grommets here, and we've got 3 bolts and a whole bunch of little hex screws. So I hope that that matches up with the original. Now I'm a little bit worried because, oh no, that's okay. These rubber grommets have thread inside them. Looks like a brass thread. Okay, so there's our screws and bolts, and inside are our 2 rings, which are going to somehow go around our speedometer and gauges. And here they are, and it certainly looks very similar to the actual Husqvarna one, which is why I still think this might actually be the Husqvarna one, minus a H. Okay, that looks all pretty well made. Little bit of scuffing there, but nothing to be concerned about. It's cast iron, so it's pretty heavy. And here is the other part of our ring. And this also looks like a dead ringer for the original one. So, since this was way under $50 and the original one is close to $200, I think, could be worthwhile. Anyway, we can see here this is where the actual screen is going to mount onto, and this is going to go under the gauge, and this is going to go on top, I think, like that. Something like that. Anyway, let's get to the installation and see if we're going to have any success. So the first thing you will need to do is take out the 2 bolts on either side of your dashboard. Now be careful because there is a washer on the bolt that will fall off easily when you pull it out. There are 2 bolts that secure the dashboard to the headlight. Once they are removed, you'll be able to hinge the dashboard up so you can access the screws underneath. After taking out those 3 screws, you'll be able to pop off the top part of the dashboard. It's nearly impossible to do it by hand, so get a plastic spatula to gently lever off the top. Now disconnect the dashboard cable. Of course, this is going to reset your clock, so you're going to need to adjust that again later. You can now position the top part of the Flyscreen bracket. Check the instructions to make sure you have it aligned correctly. Now you'll get an idea how the bottom part of the bracket is going to fit. But first, you'll need to pop out the rubber grommets from the base of the dashboard. Place the rubber grommets into the top part of the bracket, as you can see here. Make sure you are using the correct screws and screw the top part of the bracket to the dashboard. You can now screw the bottom part of the bracket to the dashboard. Double check the instructions for the correct screws and torque values. Now it's just a matter of replacing the dashboard. Well, everything went smoothly until the very end. There didn't seem to be any useful screws or bolts to attach the screen to the bracket, so it was off to the hardware store. I picked up some 20mm M6 hex bolts and some rubber washers and some stainless steel washers and put it all together like this. I don't think I'm going to shock anyone by saying the screen doesn't do too much to block the wind. Unless you get down, way down. But I really do like the look, and I think it improves the character of the bike. For under $50 US, I think this was a fun, if not so practical mod for the Svart. If you want to give it a go, my advice is download the instructions, go carefully and slowly so you don't lose any washers or nuts, and make sure you have a hardware store handy. If you got something out of this video, please give it a like, and thanks for watching.